Hello there, I'm Aldra Hill and welcome back to some Hard to Find for Kaiserreich. We are, of course, Austria. We're going to reform this beautiful Habsburgian world. Yes, we are. Ha! The rule of Hungary is Habsburg Lotharingi Karoli. What? It's just my name wrapped around. That's very confusing. Well, we are basically continuing to go through our national focuses. It's the 1st of September 36. And it's going okay. We're getting inflation under control to try and deal with the horrendousness of Black Monday. And we are also continuing to build our troops and kind of just continuously recruit dudes. I'd like to get at least under 96,000 manpower in the field. It's probably another 10 divisions. Just to make sure that we do actually have the divisions ready. Building infantry 2s. Yeah, they're pretty good. I was considering adding artillery to this, but I don't know. Without the superior... Because obviously I'm going mobile warfare doctrine. By going superior firepower doctrine, I lose out on a lot of soft attack for dispersed support of line artillery. So part of me thinks maybe I should just keep my infantry to be infantry. Possibly. Because it might be a good shout. Still short on that oil, but that's cool. Building a little bit of stuff, some convoys and such. We're catching up with our infantry equipment deficit. And also building a little bit of support equipment. Riots. Ooh, so we finished the inflation under control. Riots and protests at Rangoon University. Dissatisfaction with the lack of popular involvement in government has sparked some of the greatest demonstrations in Burma since their own independence in 26. Stemming from the great and prestigious Rangoon University, radicalized leftist students have occupied several administrative buildings and held rallies denouncing the monarchy and its feudal backers as being corrupt and detrimental to the welfare of the nation. Still, the demonstrators haven't managed to garner the support of industrial workers and rural farmers, restricting the voting movement to the Burmese intelligentsia. Ooh, very interesting. So I imagine Burma's going to erupt into socialism. Where the hell is Burma? I genuinely don't know where Burma is. There it is. Led by HRH Miat Piralat. Ooh, she looks like a very angry woman. Oh my goodness. Right. Oh god, national focus is duh. So the only thing we can't actually do anything until we have gotten through this anyway. So we're going to keep going down with the careful investments to get rid of the Black Monday. But look at that. Black Monday is getting a lot better. It's important to do that because obviously it slows down my construction speed and it slows down my general development anyhow. So building lots of civilian factories because I'm going to be needing to trade resources sooner rather than later. Although to be honest, I do really kind of just want to build military factories soon. I am building the first of the tanks. I think I'll start cracking out some tank divisions. Charles Curtis has been elected president. What? Charles Curtis. Despite the massive instability rampant in the nation ever since the Great Depression, the presidential elections went forward, and the voting results are clear. The Republican Charles Curtis is the 32nd president. Despite his advanced age, Curtis mustered the health to run for president in his tough time for America, and his platform is based on negotiation and reconciliation with the CSA and AFP. He's already opened talks to them, but can he really satisfy two opposing militants at once? Charles Curtis. I'm going to Google who he was in real life. So Charles Curtis died in February 8th, 36. Jesus, so he actually died in real life before the election could even happen. Oh, he was the vice president under Hoover. Okay. After serving as rep and being repeatedly re-elected as senator from Kansas, he was chosen as Senate Majority Leader. He's born in Kansas Territory. Oh, he was a Native American? What? He has Native American heritage. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay. He won multiple terms in Topeka, Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. And then, yeah, he was elected as vice president. They won a landslide victory and ran together again in 32 because Hoover had failed to alleviate the Great Depression. The public elected Roosevelt and Garner instead. And then Curtis died 4 years later. Wow. John Nance Garner was the VP underneath Roosevelt. Okay, really cool things. Of course, in this one, though, Hoover is the, he was re-elected because because the Great Depression hadn't occurred yet, because Black Monday happens in 36, not in 23. Okay. I love it. I love all the history and all this, man. That's the best part. Honestly, the best part. So we'll get resource gain efficiency. And this one, wait, when's the next one? Because I really do want to be getting those. And this one we'll just save up so we can get the concentrated industry and improved machine tools thing as soon as possible. So definitely do want to start working on the tankery doodles as soon as is reasonably possible. I also need a lot more infantry divisions, but I'm thinking maybe Once I've recruited this lot to just stop and then save the rest of my pop for tanks. Because obviously I'm not allowed to go to extensive conscription until I have until I'm at war. Our ideology has grown. Excellent. Hooray. We're so great. Of course we need 75% world tension to do anything. The key thing is need to annex everybody, though. We have to wait until 37 for that. Careful investments have been completed. Excellent. So we then compromise with the SDAP. Okay, so next up, we're going to grab the concentrated industry bonus. Beautiful. Alright. We've built a lot of lovely divisions. And we have our first tanks, which is very good. What do I want from you guys? Ah, we don't have engineer companies yet. We definitely need to get engineer companies going. Well, no, we'll get at least one more because we're going to get more population quite easily. And Haiti's declared war on the Dominican Republic. Oh my goodness! And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Civil War. Oh boy! So we have the Civil War here. Command States declared war on the United States. Let's read it. Oh my goodness, all these wars. So the anarcho-syndicalists achieve Italian majority. The 5th Congress of Greater Italian Union, known as the rest of the world, the Socialist Republic of Italy, which is the Naples bit, has ended with the anarcho-syndicalist party of Italy, led by Palermo Togliatti, contiguous mandate by achieving a majority seats in government. Okay, but it's not really focusing on the American Civil War. Look at this. So, for those who don't know, there is a civil war that will occur in early 37 between the United States, the combined syndicalist states of America, who is led by Jack Reed, and the American Union states led by Huey Long. I know I've mentioned this already in my Mongolia series, I think, with Kaiserreich, but I wanted to mention it again because it's really cool. So, in real life, Huey Long was assassinated in 1934, I think, by an asshole who was, while he was running for senatorship, and he was a shoo-in for president in the 36, and it's thought that if he hadn't died, he definitely would have been a candidate. But instead, he's a paternal autocrat. He had slightly interesting views, but still ultimately a good guy. Quite left-wing views in general. And the Combined Syndicalists of America is led by Jack Reed, which I think is probably the biggest jump. Jack Reed was a journalist, and he's the main reason we know much about the Russian Civil War that in the real life toppled the White Russians and replaced them with communism in the USSR and all that, and Lenin and Stalin. And he was a journalist who was there covering it, one of the main journalists. However, he died of typhus outside Moscow and was buried outside the Kremlin walls. But in Kaiserreich, the Civil War was toppled very, very quickly by Germany because they didn't want communism to spread. So Jack Reed came back and became a politician because he was a leading syndicalist at the time. So there we go. Uneducated foreigners who might seem the crisis happen out of nowhere, but it's a civil war years in the making. Ever since the collapse of the stock exchange in 25, the economy of the U.S. has been in constant downturn. Now the U.S. has devolved into a three-way civil war. Between loyalists to the old government, the syndicalist combined states of America, and the conservative and xenophobic American Union state. Ooh. Already been reports of arriving volunteers from Europe to fight for a faction of their liking. The Second American Civil War might just be the first of many battlefields from the great powers of the world in this tough time for humanity. And then we also have Pacific States of America, led by Frank Merriam. And I have no idea who that is. Did he make the dictionary? Is he the guy who made the dictionary? I don't really know. He died in 55 in Long Beach. He was the governor of California from 34 until 39. Ah, makes sense. And they're just like, I don't want to be a part of this. California, Oregon, and Washington are going to go away. Yep. So they're at war with America. America's at war with everything else. Good luck, America. Nobody likes you, apparently. It always... Syndicalists and spreads to the Philippines. Oh, here we go. No. These are important. So first of all, having just achieved independence from the United States, the Philippines today faces perhaps one of the most serious challenges any new country could face. Inspired by the combined states of America and the Berliata Commune, disgruntled army officers marched to Manila to support rebelling peasants and workers. Sadly, it seems the army's support for syndicalism was more widespread than expected, and the army rapidly declared support for the syndicalist movement. Now left with no army outside of a few loyalist divisions and not wanting to see the archipelago descend to another bloody war, the government signed power over the syndicalist movement's leader. Liberalism safe. And here we have the most important thing for us, the Augsreich preparations. Augsreich. I'm gonna Google that. Goddamn Germans and their The compensation preparations. Every 10 years since 1867, Austrian and Hungarian delegations meet to discuss how much each side of the empire puts into the common ministries, the ministries for foreign, military, and financial affairs. However, due to their loss and demand for reparations, there we go, for the Croatian territories, the renegotiations of 27 came to a standstill, resulting in Hungary not having paid anything into the common treasury for the last decade. What? Hungary's state as a renegade crown under the Kaiser's reign has been a thorn in Austria's side for a while now. At least some efforts have to be made to bring them back to the herd. Invite them formally. Bro, give us my money. With my money. With my money. Wait, why did I just gain 4 factories? What? What? Why do I have 4 factories very suddenly? I'm not going crazy. Hungary attends the Augsburg delegations. While there's some doubt whether they'd be willing to sort out diplomatic relations between the two allies empire, they have agreed. Naturally, they do. Good choice, Home Slice. I do believe... Oh. No. Okay, so we need to get the success or failure of the Augustblaschen. The Augustblaschen. That's oh, invite others to Augstreich. The Augstreich has always been conducted as a meeting of the Austrian and Hungarian elite. However, we have had political Bohemia, Galicia, and Illyria petition for more open, multi-ethnic negotiations this year, with delegation from all constituent states of empire present. Should be the empire. Okay. No. Let's say between us and the Magyars. I think that's fair, right? Maybe? Maybe? We'll see. Oh, also, we want to start cracking out some more support equipment, so we need to trade for some steel, because we're going to be getting engineer companies sooner rather than later. We have to go to war with the Hungaries or something like that. That would suck. Hungarian delegation lives. What a night. Holds a speech. Remove how in... Oh, nothing happens. Weird. Hungary demands repatriation. No. Go away. It came to the end yesterday, and they decided to leave them prematurely. What? Failing with the 7th Augsreich? You son of a bitch. Alright, so they've failed. Which means we can now go into status quo. Awesome. Am I going into status quo? Just like a decade prior, negotiations for an administratively united empire fell flat. We cannot do more than bide our time while attempting to bind Transylvania closer by reform. Okay. We'll bring them to the fold, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're going to do. We'll keep recruiting those infantry as well. We've compromised with the SDAP, which gives us some political power, and also got rid of the socialist promises. Now we will build status quo. It doesn't actually do anything, but it's going to allow us to start doing some things like this. We can also get imperial development speed, and then we can start to improve the rest of these areas. We get extra factories, we get oil, ports, lots of factories actually, which is really nice. This is how we're going to become amazing, guys, okay? This is how we become strong and how we conquer the world. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to conquer the world. I don't even care. We're going to conquer the entire goddamn world. So we're working on excavation and also engineer company. Why am I working on excavation and not production efficiency growth? God damn it. The Tsardom has been restored. The Russian Republic credited by the last years of the Weltkrieg has lasted only 20 years. They have crowned Nicholas II as the new Tsar of eternal autocrat. Oh my, he's an ugly guy. Whilst not known how different the international stance of the reborn Russian Empire will be, oh, they've congratulated the Romanovs on restoring their divine birthright. Oh, we'll see. This will be interesting to say the least. Okay. Let's do this. We're gonna hopefully integrate people. It'll be great. Building lots and lots of troops, which is great. They have, wow, like 70 or 80 divisions. We do not have that many. We need to get some tanks together as well. I'm probably going to shift as much focus as possible over to tank production. Korea has declared war on the Empire of Japan. Ooh. Social conservatives against the market liberals of Hirito. Get going, boy. Wreck 'em. Wreck 'em good. As soon as we get medium tanks, we'll start the construction on that. So then we can start to get some more factories. And I think maybe now is the good time to start getting more military factories as well. Maybe not there. Right there. The fall of Washington. Syndicate militias have advanced towards the captured symbolic state of the U.S., Washington, D.C. They stormed the Capitol building, make strong resistance, but eventually they broke through and the flag of the combined Syndicate America now flies over the Capitol. Rumors are that Syndicate militias have been rounding up all political representatives they could find in the city to give them trial. The unconfirmed sources claim that the important governmental figures have been evacuated during the battle, with the important whereabouts unknown. Whoever controls D.C. controls America. Oh boy. Now the U.S. is just like most of Texas and the flyover states. Can't wait to visit that. Curse you, Hungary. You dick. Sorry, we'll annex you soon. We just gotta get down through the KK Ministeria. It's gonna take a few years to get where we need to be. It will take a little while, but that's okay. The Second Internationale. Representatives from the entire world were greeted by British artillery salutes, Scottish bagpipes as Europe rolled close. Basically, everyone's like, woo, syndicalism! I love to be syndicalist. Jerks. Syndicalists and everything. So this is... Shouldn't this be Czechoslovakia over here? I swear Czechoslovakia goes this way. The foundation of the Belgrade Pact. Whoa, what's this? Serbia, Romania, and Greece, the three Balkan members of the Entente, are all with advanced disputes of their own, have recently gathered to a common table to negotiate, and recently announced the beginning of the Belgrade Pact. While this pact puts a lot of focus on cultural discussion and preserving Balkan identities, it is also a military alliance between the participants, seemingly directed at the countries separating them and holding their ancestral lands. This new development is a big thorn in Bulgarian domination of the Balkans. Yeah, because Bulgaria owns a fucking ton of land, doesn't it? But only the incoming reaction of the other central powers can determine what will happen. Because, yeah, it's Serbia... Oh, wow. So Greece, Serbia, and Romania. Belgrade Conference argues for a new order. On the initiative of Serbia, the several countries to convene in Belgrade to discuss the political and military situation in the Balkans. During this Congress, a new military alliance was founded. They're called Belgrade Pact. This is clearly aimed against our former ally Bulgaria, of whom the countries have lost territory in the Weltkrieg. If we openly announce our support for Bulgaria, it may keep the Belgrade Pact declaring war on them. So, ooh, if we support Bulgaria... we will get drawn into a war. That's like a fact. But I think we can win it, so... I think we can win this. Let's do this. Let's get all our military over here. Let's get half on Romania, half on this line. Yeah, man, let's freaking do this. Let's get the best generals possible. Good stuff. Ooh, out of supply commando and mountain units. Nice. Where's the mountains? There are definitely some mountains in Romania. So, Romanian dudes, you can go there. Aw, what? They can't all fit there. Get the fuck out. Let's do it. Status quo. We're going to announce our support for Bulgaria. And we get our national focus. Amazing. It would be good to try and finish the economic situation, but I really would like to integrate Hungary. So if we go KK Ministeria, we get political power. And we can start going down military reform, we get education reform, administrative reform. A lot of political power growth, which is really nice. And then we have to go down here. To be honest, this is the one I really want. And so I just need 1, 2, 3... Well, this one actually takes longer. Oh, no. Ah. I have to complete all the other ones. What? Oh, man. Has completed our ports for Austria. I have to complete the whole tree before I can take this? What the fuck? I have to complete the entire tree first. Man. That sucks. Alright, let's get this. Excavation 1. Great. Let's start getting this. Okay, so there's also this slight issue that we don't have a... We need to put front lines everywhere. What is this? Demilitarized or some shit? What is this? Why can't I put... I have no idea what's going on. Oh my god, what is happening? Let's just try and move everyone around a little bit. Concentrated industry. Yes. Need that factory growth. Yeah. Right, that's a bit better, I suppose. To be honest, they don't have shit for divisions, so I think we're fine. Also, we don't really need to worry about population because once we annex Hungary, we're going to get a huge chunk of pop. Just a huge chunk. Oh, Japan took one state, and yeah, Korea was annexed. Well, you fought a war, and you lost. You paid the price. Life is pain. The Roman question resolved. What? The province of Romandie be immediately ceded to the persecution of due to persecution of the French minority. The Swiss government decided to avoid the threat of war and agreed. This is a victory for the French government, which led to already declared the acquisition of Romandie another victory for the working class. Wow. Okay. Damn. So King Alcide de Caspera visits Austria. The recently crowned King of Italy has made an official state visit to Austria to meet with the Emperor in order to engineer better terms of our nation. Well, you are a puppet, so we will ensure their continued independence. We will return Venetia to our faithful allies. What? Approves of government. Opinion of King of Italy. Guarantee King of Italy becomes owner and control of Kustaland and Tirenst. What? Where's Tirenst? They get Kustaland and Trieste. What's happening? I thought Trieste was over here. What? No, fuck off, I'm not going to return stuff to them. What a lovely visit. I'm not going to give them stuff back. Get out of here. It's not even theirs. God. The nerve. The absolute nerve. We put all our military on there, so we'll see what happens. Oh boy. Now, the issue is, of course, what if Italy goes to war? If Italy decides to go to war, then we have to back them up. So that's a slight issue. Keep working on this. Engineer company, nice. Good stuff. Let's get field hospital as well. And since we're going to have a field hospital, we're going to want to start working on motorized. Don't really want to trade away factories just yet. China took stills. Oh, look at that. China took everything, and they've been annexed. Well, this life is pain. And then you die. It's a cruel thing. But there it is. Serbians declared war in Bulgaria. Okay, but I said stop, so why are you still doing things? The Fourth Balkan War. A country was reborn in the Balkans after the Belgrade, Greater Bulgaria, the titan of the peninsula, uniting all the lands and beyond. The tension led to the formation of the Belgrade Pact, and this alliance of Balkan states have now declared war on the Tsardom. Will Tsar Boris III save his nation from the elbowing force? What's with the Balkans in war all the time? The Fourth Balkan War. The Serbians have attacked Bulgaria together with the Belgrade Pact allies. We promised to aid them in the conflict. Should we send volunteers or to ignore this conflict? Some are arguing for the last option. Send aid. We will send you aid, but you're probably going to lose. I would rather just join you, to be honest. You know? Can only guarantee social conservative nations. Damn it! That's why. Oh man, can you just do it so I can annex you? It'd be great. Because then Hungary would take all of this. It'd be amazing. Free land, basically. Alright, so we've done quite well this episode so far. Oh, we got this. Oh, wait, doesn't it just change in the UK? Oh, before we leave, this is the development system. Before we change, something very cool just happened. Wait, what? Has defeated the focus, electrifying the Sudaban. What? Where the fuck is that? What? Electrifying the Sudaban. Already complete towards Trist. Sudaban. That's not any of these, is it? Oh, it's there. Oh my god. So I still won't be able to finish that. You son of a bitch. You absolute douche. Fine, let's just finish the social rift. The UK elections are about to fire. Wait, what? Oh my god. UK has just returned to the UK. Alright, we're going to check this in the next episode, guys. So make sure you check out this series I have on my channel. As well as I do subscribe to me on Patreon if you want to support the channel further. And of course, always, leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think, guys. Oh my god. I was Aldra Hill and I'll continue to be. And this has been some Hearts of Iron 4. Kaiserreich playing, of course, as the Austria's Hungarian Empire. Soon. Bye-bye.